Did you know that you can wallbang window player like this? Or that you can deliver guns through whole map? Or the game has these new one-way smokes? Those were just 3 out of 10 viral myths I'm busting today. And some of them turned out to be pretty basic, while others feel illegal. You're banned, bro, 100%. The first viral myth comes from this video. It claims that you can wallbang window player from top mid like this. At first I didn't understand how is it possible, because this wall looks too thick for wallbangs. But after 15 minutes I actually managed to land a hit. It turns out that bullet has to go exactly through the specific part of the door. Looks like texture is just completely broken here, but it's Valve, a small indie company, maybe one day they will finish the game. Anyway, another 15 minutes later I managed to find the exact lineup and killed this guy with 1 bullet. Myth confirmed. This video shows that you can use grenade to move gun across the map. The guy even found a specific dust2 lineup to deliver a weapon straight to your B player. I gave it a try and honestly this was the easiest myth to test today. After just a couple of attempts I was consistently launching the gun all the way to B side. But I definitely don't advise doing this in a real game. First, you lose half of your HP, second, it's hard to guess where the gun lands exactly. There is a high chance it lands in a terrible spot and your B anchor is gonna be way too scared to even pick and grab it. This clip shows us a cool lineup for a one-way smoke. What bothers me the most in this video is this part, where the smoke starts sliding on the wall. It looks really fake, but it turns out the lineup is actually pretty easy and it works perfectly. Of course, in high elo lobbies you're gonna get instantly profired in this corner, but I know that only silvers watch me, so you guys can definitely give it a try. The next myth is pretty similar, but this time smoke flies to the stairs, slides along the wall and gets stuck. What makes it special is the fact that it's impossible to block the smoke. I decided to test it out and yeah, this smoke actually works. In next video we are looking at a new silent drop on Anubis. Old silent drops that we had right after update no longer works, so this could be a really useful trick. And even though this video is fake, I accidentally discovered a new silent drop myself. You can still land silently almost the same way as before, you just need to start from a slightly different corner. The next clip is something crazy. It claims that on long in dust2 you can do this insane boost, and what's even more interesting, I found a video testing this myth and it actually looks like this boost was working not that long ago. So of course I went to test it myself, and honestly I spent an hour trying, but I couldn't make it work at all. It's no surprise Valve decided to fix this, because bugs like this are just not okay. If you ever find something similar, keep in mind that Faceit bans for stuff like this. It's obviously a bug and boosts like that are not supposed to work. Apparently a similar boost was possible on mid as well. I tried it, but it no longer works. The next clip also raises a lot of questions. It claims that on the city side we can throw a smoke like this to block the terrorist vision while seeing them perfectly. It looks cool, so let's test it out. The first issue with the smoke is its lineup. The video quality is terrible and I couldn't understand where exactly to aim, so I spent almost an hour trying to throw it, but it kept popping with a big gap at the bottom, leaving city player on short completely exposed. I was ready to give up and call this myth busted, but then I finally got it. You can combine the smoke with a molotov into lower and just stand there comfortably shooting terrorists at top mid. But there is one detail. Your enemy will take mid faster than you can throw the smoke and run to short. So basically, you can only use this if you are playing against AFK players who just stand in spawn for half of the round. In this clip we can see a really cool smoke on Inferno. You're basically invisible behind it and you can easily catch a T off guard if he decides to push short. I decided to test this myth myself and it actually works, and the cool thing about it is that even if the terrorist tries to check you, you're still gonna be extremely hard to spot. Of course at higher elo no one is just gonna go through the smoke, they will simply wait and kill you after the smoke fades, but for lower ranks this is actually good. By the way guys, I wanted to ask you to follow my Twitch if you want to see the most toxic Faceit player on earth. And after that, come back and watch my other videos.